Welcome to the No Excuses Show. I am Eva Eckert, coach, mentor, entrepreneur, empire builder. Welcome to the show. I am your host today. How is everybody doing today? Make sure that you're logging in and participating in this No Excuses Ladies weekly show every Wednesday. I am showing up here for you. So what is really No Excuses all about? No Excuses Ladies weekly show is for all of you ladies out there who have been struggling with making too many excuses in your life and find yourself unhappy and unsuccessful. Pretty much that's what the show is all about. This weekly show will teach you how to apply the no excuses mindset in all areas of your life with the foundation of health and wellness so you can succeed in life, move the needle forward with the necessary tools provided. Now, No Excuses Tribe is welcoming all the No Excuses ladies out there, all of you out there who are already a badass and maybe wants to become a badass. This show is definitely for you. I am here to help you, to coach you, to guide you, to mentor you, so you can achieve your full potential. I will teach you the power of self-belief, motivation, discipline, and mastermind alliance so you can stop making the excuses and start living the life on your own terms and the life you deserve and desire by being the best version of you. So welcome to the show again. Thank you for being here with me. It's just a weekly show that I show up here for you. I see you guys logging in. That's fantastic. Make sure that you are know about the other social media platforms like YouTube. Know where you're coming from, what is your goal, who would you like to connect, and what do you need help with, because that's super important. Now, recap from last week. Last week I was talking about the habits for wellness. And again, thank you guys for being here. I was talking about all the habits for wellness. So make sure to watch video number 25, episode number 25 from the No Excuses Ladies. And it was such an amazing video. I absolutely loved it based on my own personal experience, gave you guys amazing gold points. Now, today, we're going to be talking about how personal challenges in life can boost your performance, how personal challenges can show you how to really reflect on how you perform. So stick around with me, grab a pen and paper, and let's roll, because I know that you're going to get some valuable information like every time, every week. I see... Okay, here we go. I'm back. So grab a pen and paper, write some notes down, because guys, this is what happens when you attend seminars and when you attend different workshops. It's not only about listening. Your mind gives you some awesome points. So that's why you should always have a pen and paper. Write these down, because mind drifts. We go from one thing to the next. So make sure you are aware of this and you making those points. You never know. You might create a business out of this whole video. So make sure that you get this down today. Okay. So my question for you guys is, do you create challenges on daily basis in your personal life? Like if you do, hi guys, what do you do? How does your challenge look like? Is it a challenge that involves your mind, body, and business? Well, some of you might not have the businesses here, right? You might work for someone else, but just overall, write it down what it is that you do to challenge yourself. That's number one. Now, what do you do to feel enthusiastic and like happy in life? You know, challenges overall will bring that, but I want to get that from you. How do you make your life exciting? What do you do to spark that curiosity in your life? Something that it's different, you know, because life happens. There is a lot of obligations in life. We have families, we have kids, right? We run around, we do these things, these chores and these things, but where is the pure excitement coming from? How do you get up in the morning so you get up and you have that vision, that amazing thing of life being created? Because that's meaning That's what the full life is all about. That's what I teach you here, to be fully vibrant and excited and joyful. That's what the life is all about. So today, I wanted to really share with you our challenges. But before we start, the human body, our body is meant for creating challenges. Our body, our DNA always search for something, what's the next level? But a lot of times, because life happens, we forget about this. And I see this with a lot of clients that I coach, that because all these things, as I mentioned, all these chores, all of these daily things that have to be done on a to-do list, the excitement and joy from life is being taken away. But it doesn't need to be like this. Okay, so that's why creating specific challenges, maybe putting them on a schedule so they are always there, so you know that the challenge is coming. It's gonna spark something different in you. You're gonna be looking forward to it. You're gonna get excited. Maybe you're gonna create, something towards that event. And I'm gonna give you an idea. So some of you know me as an owner of Peak Physique Training in New York. We had multi-location, very successful company. We were voted America's top trainers for our performance and for our clients' results. That's what it was. We trained over 20,000 people and gave them amazing results. So, guys, at the gym, what was happening at Peak Physique? At Peak Physique, we would have challenges constantly. We would have 6 weeks challenge. We would have 28-day challenge. We would have 21-day challenge. And what would happen during these challenges? That would be study. That would be, obviously would start from a desire of a person that somebody wants to change their life. They would have to come show up for the orientation, that we would teach them the basic information, how to train their mind, body, how to eat for weight loss, what is expected from them, because there are expectations, guys. A coach, as a coach, as your coach, I have expectations, and you need to perform. Okay, so what were the expectations? What the challenge would consist of, how they have to show up, and things like that. There was grind included, because these workouts were not easy. There was grind from physical to mental grind, okay? And that was going to the next level. So that's what the challenges were all about. But we also, as a team at Peak Physique with my coaches, we would create, for instance, our own challenges. We would do photo shoots, so we would keep us on our toes. And the photo shoot, anytime, if you guys never done a photo shoot, I strongly suggest you try a photo shoot. And then if you need a coach, contact me, and we gonna get your body ready for that photo shoot. You have a goal in mind. You need to be so on your toes with your nutrition, with your workouts, with your preparedness, with the sleep, the hydration. There is so many things involved before the photo shoot, because there wasn't just a regular photo shoot, that was fitness photo shoot. And what also taught us that there's no such a thing as going on and off. As a coach, you lead by example. You walk the walk like the tip of the spear, right? So sorry. Language, if you are Polish, you understand what I'm talking about. The tongue twists and things like that. Look, that happens, and that's how it is with me, like an underdog. Second language, English is my second language. For those of you that know me, I speak fluent Polish. My kids speak fluent Polish, and they are 7 and 9 years old, and that's the beauty. So don't worry if your tongue is twisting as well. Keep on going, keep on doing what you have to do, guys. That's how the life is. So anyway, off the track, these challenges showed us that's if you are a coach, if you preach something to someone, you need to be a walking example. Maybe this will spark some ideas and some thoughts with other coaches, because you gotta lead by example. Okay, you gotta do whatever you do, and you teach, and you give into some other people, which is Steve the Freak. I am called the Russian, even though I'm not from Russia, I'm from Poland. But I'm called the Russian. There is Tyson, 9 years old Tyson, and there is Ivanka, the midge. And we create those crazy challenges for our family. We started with the 24-hour push-ups challenge. And this past weekend, we did the 24-hour press the way out challenge. Like, have you ever been lifting weights for 24 hours? Have you ever done this? Some of you went on my post, you would read the post, you have a general idea what we done. But for those of you who are new, who watching this video right now, never came across me, but now something sparks in you. Okay, I'm going to watch this. I'm interested in this. I wanted to get to know this coach, this person. Here it is. So this was our second challenge. It took 24 hours. I'm not saying for you to create a 24-hour staying up challenge. I'm not saying this because this requires some kind of preparation. At least what we do, our family is fit family. We've been working out all our lives. That's what we know. From the kids that were little, wearing, the Pampers, still barely walking around, they were already flipping tires. Okay. That's a different story. But I'm telling you, I'm challenging you today to create some kind of a challenge. And maybe this video is sparking something in you. Okay. And stick around because I'm going to give you the things that will boost your performance, that will create something in you that you never maybe came across. So the pressing the way out challenge. We were staying up for 24 hours. And of course, I'm drinking my water, guys, because hydration is one of the best habits for your life. Most people are dehydrated and they do not perform at high performance like they supposed to. Their brain is foggy. So make sure that you're going to do cheers to your water, especially if you talk a lot like me. So the challenge started at noon on Saturday and finished at noon the next day. That was our second challenge. But because it was something different compared to what we've done, we did just the push-up challenge. Here, we were able to use our own body with weights, from chest press to squats to deadlift to bent over rows to overhead presses to, bicep curls, basic motions, but nonstop. Okay. Did we have breaks? Absolutely. We did have short breaks. We were hydrating ourselves. We were eating snacks. The whole idea of it was to push ourselves to the next level, because we've done 24-hour push-up challenge, but 24-hour lifting nonstop, we've never done. That was something new to us. And that's something that I wanted to explain to you. Life is all about the unknown. There will be things that will be well known to you, and you're going to have already an idea how to approach. But there will be a lot of things that you've never approached. Like, we never knew how this challenge is going to go for us. We had no really clue how our body will respond to it. We did not know. We just knew it, that this is 24 hours. And we got to meet this number for pressing the whale, because we were trying to figure out how much is the regular whale weighs and what's the number for us to meet. That was the only goal that we had, to just do it and try to stay up and not go to sleep, right? So during that time, we were hydrating, eating snack, and most important, guys, we were making a competition against each other. Me and Tyson was like on a battlefield. He was checking my numbers, coming close to me, just looking at my numbers, and he's only 9 years old. And imagine, we were going like head and head. Then he got a little bit ahead of me. I was taking some breaks, and literally at 3 a.m., I made a conscious decision to take few hours break. Now, let me tell you what caused me to make the decision. It wasn't my brain that was tired and I was falling asleep standing. Because let me tell you, when you squat, when you press, when you bicep curl, when you bench press, nonstop, your blood flow is circulating. I was not tired. I was not ready to go to sleep. And let me tell you, when I made the decision to just lay down, my body was so wired up and so ready to go again But let me tell you why I made the decision. The next day, we're supposed to go to our friend's house for a birthday. At noon, that was a birthday party. So I made the conscious decision to stop and get up at 7, continue. But I was thinking, I was actually a little overthinking, let me tell you. I was a little bit overthinking. And that was one of the reflections that I did. And that's what I told you. What's happening with the challenges when you do actually a challenge? At the end of the day, you do those reflections. It might happen that you're going to do reflections throughout the challenge, that these things going to come to you. But because we do journaling every single night and we write down about things that happen in our lives, that was one of the reflections that caused me to say, you know what? I let the excuses, kind of like excuses going to some party, take over. And I had 2 choices, either to push forward and to stay and kill the bitch in me, that second part that we all have it. We all have that weakness, and or pretty much going forward with it. Or the other option was to never overschedule myself, never put anything on a schedule after the 24-hour challenge. But the thing was that this was already scheduled ahead of time. I couldn't get out of this. Of course, I couldn't stay. So actually, the excuse of going to the next day party took over. But there was another part that I did on my reflection. This is a conscious decision that I'm doing, that I'm actually stopping time he was working, creating, doing things. But let me tell you, during this time of that challenge, we watched the podcast, read books, watched some movies, listened to the music, and most importantly, we were there together as a family, and the connection that you create within this time, because everybody are in the same room, really working out. We moved from the gym, which is our garage. We have a professional gym setup. We have the outside. We went to one living room, next living room. I'm not saying not everybody has the same house as me. You might have a different place. You might have just one room and you want to try this challenge. Go ahead, guys. If you want to create different challenge, go ahead. But there has to be some kind of a stimulation going on to boost that performance, to have the desire, the study, and the grind, because that's success accelerators. This is something that's going to boost you to the next level of performance. I'm telling you, because weird things happening in your brain when you do this. And what else is there? Like, think about it. How many times in your life you overcommitted yourself? Like, have you ever had a situation that you promised someone something and then something else came out and then you like feeling stressed about it? That's what was happening with me with that party. But I knew it, that this was done. This was promised, and I would not do that to my kids. And I'm sure you would not do that too. So really, though, that would be the thing. And then let me tell you, around I think 10:30, around 11 a.m., an hour before the challenge was over, I'm receiving this email. And this is not just an email that obviously we were working throughout the time. You can check emails, you can do other things, you can do posts. It wasn't an email that would require just a response. That was an email that required documents, that required some things that I had to do. And that was time of the essence. That wasn't something that I could have left and put it later. I had to act on it. That was time of the essence. And then at the end of, let me tell you what I did. So I stopped the workout. I started doing these things as Tyson was going forward, and we were going head in head. There was like a competition going on. He was checking my numbers. Steve was like the I was calling him the intrigator. I'm like, you are, he was like, she's ahead of you. Then what, are you going to give up? And Tyson keeps on coming and checking my numbers. And we were just going ahead and, one by one, close to each other. It was pretty funny, that competition going on. And I wanted to win too. And he wanted to win. He's like, I'm gonna bury you, mother, which is awesome. Healthy competition is great, guys. There is nothing wrong with it. So get over it with if your kids wanted to go be better than you. It's fine, and you should be trying to go as much as you can. So anyway, I stopped because I was doing this. But let me tell you, at the end of the day, when I was doing my reflection, I'm like, I made a huge mistake. And it actually, this epiphany, this brightness came to me when I was doing this email. It was like the second voice saying, Eva, you're still not done. What if it's going to take you too long and you're not going to be able to go downstairs and do a few more reps? You're kind of losing thousands and thousands of pounds here. And it was like a sparking thing, and I just give in. Like I did not, meaning like I stayed with that email. I was working instead of going downstairs, getting the dumbbells, because we would go to the bathroom with the dumbbells. We were walking around doing biceps curls, presses, just to get ahead. So I could have been at my desk. I have that awesome desk that raises up, like I'm with you guys right now, has attachments, and with click of the button, the desk goes up. With press of the button, the desk goes down. Super high tech nowadays, right? Monitor is ginormous. So I could have been standing, doing my work and lifting my weights, and the excuses showed up. So look, you see, everybody has it. So it's not about being perfect. It's about like what you do with it. So I finished 20 minutes before. I jumped in, did my reps. But the whole point is that I don't think, first of all, if we never done this challenge, I would have never known that Steve can press 230 pounds of weight. I would have never known that my son can do 145 pounds and change with weights. I would have never known that I can achieve 138 pounds of lifting weights. I would have never known that my 7-year-old daughter can lift 15,000 pounds of weight. I mean, those numbers show. With our calculations, we got to the point that we were able to achieve this goal. We pressed the whale because combination of these numbers give this to you. So the goal was achieved. But what else happens here, guys? What else happens? The challenges will point, listen to this, and this is really important, will point your weak spots. The challenges will point your weak spots. Your drawbacks, your imperfections, the ugly can come out, the competitive side will come out, the beast will come out. And wake up the beast. Wake up the beast, because all of you have the beast. Some of you just forgot about the beast. We all have the beast in us. I've seen it being raised at the gym for many, many years. I've seen it. I've seen it from people that you would have never expect to have it. And all of us do. So why are you burying the beast? The beast has to come out. You have to let it go. You have to let it shine. Let it go wild. The competitive nature, the point is here to have this breakthrough. So the breakthrough shows in the amount of weight, like you can go more than you can ever imagine. You can go beyond things that you've never expected to do. Number one. Number two, the reflections, like we journal. Journaling is helping you to discover you yourself, gratitude for life, appreciation daily. If I did not do that, if I didn't write, I would not have that reflection of realizing that I could have done this last piece of emailing, doing this thing with my weight. I don't know if I would have thought about this. You know why? Because life goes so fast, and you guys, nobody pauses anymore. Everybody keeps on going, grinding like the crazy hamsters in this crazy homes. When you see YouTube videos, we watch those sometimes with kids. Bravo to those who built those crazy homes for these hamsters. But anyway, your life happening so fast that from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep, sometimes you don't even know you've done. You like, wait a second, what happened today? Sit down, grab a pen and paper, give yourself 20 minutes instead of scrolling for Facebook, for Instagram, and just do your freaking thing. Write it down what happened. Because if I would have asked you what happened a week ago, you don't even remember, unless you freaking pressed the whale like we did, unless you climbed that mountain like some other project guys did, unless you did a push-up challenge. Memorable. Why? Because remember food, but the experiences that you've learned, that's what you remember. So that's what I'm calling for you guys. Create the experiences for yourself and for your spouse, for your family. That's living. I'm not saying 24 hours. You want to join us, please send me a message. Send me a message here. Send me a message on YouTube. Send me a message on Facebook that you guys want to join the next challenge. I would love to have you on board. It would be awesome. But please, what else these challenges do? They stretch your abilities like a rubber band. Did you get that? Have you ever touched the rubber band? I'm sure you did. What the rubber band does, it's like stretches it. That's what you do with your body, with your mind. That's what happened during our workout. And that's what happens during the challenge. It's like, be like a rubber band. Stretch yourself. And let me tell you, if you guys know my story, I have a hip impingement, right? It's a serious condition with the hip. If you take my sessions, if you watch my videos, sometimes I talk about it, sometimes I have to stop, sometimes I have to stretch, or I will tell you guys to go and I will have to like pause, but you guys work out. The thing is that with the hip impingement, it's always there. So I have to modify the workouts. But let me tell you, that it's always there. So that little pain is not gonna stop me from doing these challenges. It's always there. So why would I crumble because of this? So either or, I gotta live my life, right? I have to be smart about it. But when it comes to challenge, I give it all. I give it all what I have. And our family do it too. It will show you amazing capabilities of human body, human mind. It's just incredible to find out what you are made of. So dig deep, find that beast in you, because we all have it. You just have to find it. And these challenges, any kind of challenges, show you how much what you can do. And I give you examples, from the gym to this challenge to the team doing these photo shoots. And being on our toes, and we would prepare. Going back for a second, we would create this clothing. I would go above and beyond to do a whole collection of clothing. So it will push you, and that you've never even thought you can do. So guys, create those challenges. Share with me what you want to do. And I want to hear from you. I want to see your answers. I want to know what's your thought are, and what is that you do in your life to create that challenge. Because the point is that so many people will watch this video. So many. But what is the percentage that will actually do something about it, that will actually change something in their life? As I mentioned to you, to change something in your life, to scale, to do something different, it has to come from a desire. First is always the desire. And in order for you to access the next level, you have to study something. You need to learn something. We were learning about our body and our mind. And then through the process, it was a grind, because there was difficulties. That was there. It's always there. And it's okay. It's okay. It's going to be there. That's life, but honor it. Be okay with it. But always, the way how I look at it, it's always within me. It excites me. It's like, it's almost making me a little bit edgy and nervous. And when you start going and pushing forward, the next level appears and you're like, that wasn't that hard. I can do this. Or, I've never knew that I can do this. It builds your self-confidence, guys. Challenging yourself builds self-confidence. Tongue twister on me, okay? That's the Polish side coming out of me. But wait till if I would teach you the Polish language, we would be talking about And this is much harder, I think. But anyway, that's what happens. So challenge yourself today and be the one who creates the challenge, who do something difficult, who does something different, invite people, be the influencer, step up your game. And I am challenging you today to do the extraordinary. And the extraordinary, the situation that you're gonna enter, it's gonna give you something, a new experience, a new knowledge, and it will a lot of times help you to create things that you never knew existed. So with that said, I am challenging you to step up and level up. But how are you going to do this on your own? Usually it requires something that will help you. Sign up for one-on-one coaching with me, and I will teach you the power of discipline, the power of structure, the power of next level. If not one-on-one, make sure you're signing up with our upcoming amazing peak accountability mind, body, and business coaching program, because this is a next level of peak physique. This is something that was never done before. It will blow your mind. So there is a room for anyone, the group or the one-on-one. Okay, so a lot of people need that one-on-one. A lot of people need that coach to push them to the next level. So make sure that you're reaching out to me. For those of you who are watching the video here right now on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, make sure that you're getting in touch with me. Find out a way to get in touch with me. Send me a message, send me DM, make a comment, and let's do this together, guys. So again, thank you so much for participating. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, because you guys are awesome. Remember, life is amazing. So be who you desire and really deserve and want to be. This is your life. This is your charge. No excuses.